Is it rolling? Are we live?
We're live. So today we're talking about
Whoa,
anime and autism.
you're gonna jump right into that? Jesus.
Let's do number one ranking of which character has autism the most.
I'm canceling you.
Giving it to Luffy.
Luffy doesn't have autism.
Oh man.
I would say Senku from Dr. Stone.
Oh, Senku's. Whoa, that guy's definitely up there.
Who's counting for 3,700 years straight, bro?
Senku and Death Note boy, L.
L from Oh yeah. He's definitely on the spectrum.
I can't believe it.
What is it? Not to go back a bit, but I saw a TikTok about it was pretty funny. It was about Dr. Stone. I sent it to Aiden. Shout out Aiden.
I saw him at the mall the other day.
Okay, we can't make the podcast about Aiden. Okay, but no, the TikTok was about like me if I was Senku counting for all that time, and it was just some dude like tweaking out, like all the intrusive and ADHD thoughts. It was just, in his mind, it's just like yippee, just fucking screaming, bro.
Now once we yell, it's gonna be too loud, but it's fine. At least the regular volume's good.
Yeah, I just won't yell.
Yeah, right. AJ not yelling is like.
When do I ever yell, bro? Leave me alone.
You do like the loud laugh, like the first loud laugh scream, and it's just.
Wow, thanks.
You know, it's like if the car was here, you'd be slapping the dashboard. That thing.
You're reported.
No. Okay, that wasn't the official start, but.
That wasn't the official start?
No, I was just. I can't do the.
Can we keep it?
Scale.
Can we keep it or keep parts of it?
Yeah.
And then just have it as a clip.
Yeah. But
But yeah.
But yeah, as you can see, we're back.
We are in fact back.
Doing our once a month podcast.
Honestly, at this point, just make it once a month.
No, but it's like we get to it when we can. So I mean, it's kind of nice.
It should be a schedule though.
It does end up being once a month. I mean, I'm gonna plan to. Well, this is out on Tuesday because I'm planning for it. So
this is gonna be out on Tuesday.
Two Shades Tuesday. Two Shades Tuesday. Record on Sunday, release on Tuesday. That means tomorrow is the little promo.
Mm-hmm.
And then
editing.
Then we have from Tuesday to the next Sunday to do clips.
How many clips is that? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 5 or 6 clips?
Maybe times 2 if we're getting crazy with it. Maybe times 2.
I mean, yeah, that'd be a good schedule.
Yeah. Ideally, in a perfect world.
Yeah, in a perfect.
That's how things turn out in a perfect world.
Would you say like a minimum of 2 episodes per week or per month? Sorry.
I think that'd be reasonable, as we're already probably going to end up doing.
Yeah, I think 4 is like. I mean, 4 is like.
Like, hey, I like you, but I don't want to see it that much. Like,
No,
that's a lot of
no.
AJ time for me. That's like, it's like this is like, the 3 hours we're sitting here is like kind of getting to the.
Shut the hell up,
bro. But yeah, so as you can see, here we are back again, rambling for the first little bit, as we always do. We did make a list of things we want to talk about, as usual, and we'll try to stick to that as we can. But
my phone's at 4%.
Oh, we're about to lose this list.
No, I memorized
Once his phone dies,
I memorized the list. It's fine.
Once his phone dies, our train of thought dies.
Okay.
And then we're on to the chat, and the chat's gonna have to save us.
Speaking of trains, actually. No, there's nothing there.
It was a tism joke? Was that a tism joke?
It was a tism joke.
Here's my pocket full of rocks, too. The only time any sort of tism activates for me is when I'm playing Ark. With the dinosaurs.
Where's this coming from? Why are we talking about tism?
It's my stand-up comedy bit. I don't have a stand-up comedy bit. But no, it's when I'm playing Ark, and it's just like, there's like dinosaurs and stuff, and we're playing with people.
I don't know what Ark is. Like,
Ark is the 2015 survival game. It's an open world survival game where you can ride dinosaurs and you're pretty much a caveman in a prehistoric world.
Okay, so you're playing Ark, yeah?
And I'm playing Ark, and then like there's dinosaurs that just walk around. And some of them are herbivores, some of them are carnivores, and some of them are aggressive where they have like aggro, and then some of them are just like passive unless you hit them and all that stuff, or some just run away. And just me memorized all those dinosaurs and like their behavior patterns. So it's like, oh my god, what the heck is that? And I'm like, oh, that's just a Triceratops. It's fine. It's an herbivore.
Bro, study the dinosaur.
Yeah, it's like all of them. They're just like, what the heck is that? I'm like, that's a Therizinosaurus. We don't want to talk to that guy.
Like, what?
A Therizinosaurus. My ARC players know what I'm talking about. A.K.A. the tickle chicken.
What the fuck?
It's a big bird-looking thing, but it has like those really long nails.
Okay.
It was in Jurassic, one
Like
of the Jurassic
talons?
parks. Yeah. It looks like Lady Deathstrike from X-Men. You know, like the nails?
Lady Deathstrike.
Remember from X-Men 2, I think that was? Like the Asian chick? And she has like really long nails.
I think I remember. But
Yeah, Wolverine was like, I got claws. And she goes like, oh yeah? And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, oh. But yeah, A.K.A. the tickle chicken. We don't mess with that
The
guy.
tickle chicken. Shout out the tickle chicken.
Shout out the tickle chicken. Anyway, that was my stand-up comedy bit about autism and dinosaurs. Thank you.
Okay.
So shall we talk
You're
about
officially
anything else?
canceled, yeah. So the first thing we had on today's agenda was solo leveling.
Because it's the season finale
Next
coming
week.
up. Next week is the season
29th.
finale. And I thought it was supposed to do a 2 like back-to-back episode release.
What do you mean?
I thought I heard that somewhere. It was supposed to be like the 2 last episodes were supposed to be released on the same day.
I heard, like on Twitter, I think that people were saying that we were going to get like an hour for both episodes into one.
I definitely heard like people were like, "Oh, it's gonna be an hour long," and then I heard that was not true. And instead, they're gonna do the 2 episodes back to back instead of just one big episodes. And I was just like, "I'm down for whatever. I'll take an hour." Because like these last 2 episodes. So what number are we at? Do we know?
I think we're at 11.
Yeah. So even like the last 2 episodes were like
Maybe 12.
movie quality. Like you saw those last 2 episodes? They were,
Honestly, I'm gonna be dead ass here. Solo.
Careful. Careful.
Solo leveling's animation is not that crazy. It's crazy, but it's
my
not that
gosh.
crazy.
That's wow. All right.
I'll be
Well, hey,
honest.
this was a 2 Shades of Anime podcast. Thanks for. You gotta elaborate. Why is that?
I don't know. Like, I think I started to think about this when what was Jinwoo's most recent fight? Yeah, sure, just drink the fucking chocolate. What was Jinwoo's last fight before Beru in the most recent episode?
Was that the Demon King? I think
The Demon King.
the Demon Monarch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
The
started
Demon
thinking
Monarch.
about that then because I don't know, the fights just seem so fast paced that I'm like,
He's a
sure, it's
fast guy.
cool.
He got a speed stat boost.
Yeah, sure, it's cool, but like, I don't know, I want more. Like, it's just like him like rapidly fucking jumping around.
You're talking choreography.
Yeah, like
you're
there
talking
needs to be more to the fight, not just like a speed blitz.
Yeah, I
Like, it
was
looks
thinking
good.
that too. Because still, I think my favorite fight of the season would
Okay.
be versus the trolls, like the orcs. Sorry, my bad. When like just before
Yeah.
like I think that fight, like when you had like the whole squad with them, and then you got to switch between Igris and Tank.
That
and
was
stuff.
a gas
Because that was choreographed. That was choreography
Yeah,
right there. I
yeah.
think that's what you're missing. Yeah, I think. In my opinion, the animation went up, but the choreography
Yeah.
went down.
Yeah.
Because, like, yeah, I'm still saying, like, that was, like, the peak moment of Solo Leveling season. Was just when you had, like, this whole gang and they did, like, the purple activation thing.
Yeah.
I think that
Where
was the
they're
first
like
time
the
we did that.
rage meter. Or
Yeah, I
something.
think he did that for the first time in that episode.
Yeah.
And
He definitely
then,
did.
and yeah, they just started slapping dudes, and I was like, this is sick, because, like, just the camera work and all that. And
I remember, what is it? I forget which YouTuber I actually watched. It might have been either Codename Super or Zephyr. Shout out both of them.
oh, yeah. Fire.
But they
Those
did
guys
like a
do
break. They
crazy
did like a breakdown of the episode, and like he was actually like talking about like what was going on during the fight choreography. He's like, "Oh, Igris hits him with a backhand and then grabs his sword." Like actually like understanding what's going on in the scene is like so cool. But like when I'm watching the episode, I'm like, pretty colors, flashing lights.
They did, like, the, that's,
Like-
like, the My Hero tactic right
Oh
there.
my god, the My
movies.
Hero movie?
When
No,
it's just
thanks.
bing, bing, bing,
Oh
bing,
my
bing.
god.
Yeah. I was thinking that like when I was watching, I was like, "Is this the My Hero movie? Isn't that this last My Hero movie when it's just lights?"
The most recent episode was good though. I liked it, but
Careful.
same issue.
It was the choreography. The choreography
Yeah.
isn't there, which is crazy. Yeah, because they really started off with even like the ice elves and stuff. Like that was even like well choreographed as well.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was even well choreographed. But just with the swag of like Jinwoo like with like the triple cut and like it was just
Going invis for no reason because he
Yeah.
knows the fight's over.
yeah, just because you can.
Yeah.
But I know what you mean. I do know what you mean. It's the choreography's lacking
Yeah.
in Soul Leveling, but the animation definitely got boosted in like these last two episodes, especially with like just the S rank. When the S ranks were fighting the ants and stuff, even that was I was just like, "Whoa, this looks sick! It looks better than the rest of the show."
The S ranks fighting the ants will never be like not funny to me. That shit was hilarious, bro.
They were really trying. They were working.
They
really
were
hard.
working, and then they started fighting the Ant King, and then I forget his name, but the dude who can like enlarge himself, their tank essentially.
Isn't that like hot? No, Ma.
I think his name is Maya.
Ma.
Name any character in Solo
We
Leveling
already
that's
did
not
this joke.
Shinra.
We did this joke last week and I failed.
Anyways, yeah, when he was fighting the Ant King, and the Ant King like took off like either one or both of his arms.
Both of them, yeah.
Yeah, both of his arms, and then he was like, "Ha, you won't beat us because we have an S rank healer." And dude in the back was like, "Why would you say
Yeah.
that?"
That's literally like on the same level as
Oh my god.
Scarlet Witch versus the Illuminati in Multiverse of Madness.
Oh my god.
Marvel's favorite Marvel movie.
Terrible. Well, not a terrible movie, but
And then what's his face? Mr. Fantastic, the smartest man in the world. Only way to beat Black Bolt is get rid of his mouth.
why would you say that, bro? Why would you say that?
But yeah, no, they're really working on the ants on that. They're like power scaling. They're just like, oh, it looks like the ants are just about A rank or whatever the heck. Or what did they say? Are they S rank or A rank?
I think they said maybe A.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I'd figure if the S ranks are struggling with them, and obviously there's like tiers within S rank.
Yeah.
I would say like the ants are like low S.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that makes sense.
Because if they were A, then like obviously a bunch of S ranks showing up, like they'd fucking wipe the floor with them, which they kind of did.
That's what the Japanese crew said before they got decapitated.
Oh my god!
They're like, man, these ants are nothing, and then just chick lost her head.
I forgot about that. I was
That was satisfying.
because obviously we caught up until the point where I stopped reading the manhwa.
Right.
And then that episode where like that dude from the Japanese like squad, the dude with the orange hair, like scar on his face, he like loses his head. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
it keeps happening, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. No,
Cool.
I love that. What do you think about the Japanese crew just trying to abandon their mission because they're just like, wow, this is tough.
I
Like,
mean,
I know they have their plan in the back of their head, but it's just, yeah.
I don't know. It seemed pretty cool. Seems like the different hunters have like ulterior motives. Like we already saw like the American hunter. I forget his name, like Dong Suk.
Oh yeah,
Or
Dong
something.
Sak. Dong Sak Huang.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dong Suk. Got absolutely wrecked by
Oh
Jinwoo's
my
dad.
god.
Got absolutely just.
Yeah, we haven't seen him since then too, huh?
I'm imagining he's just like sitting on a boat somewhere, like getting over to Japan,
Yeah, maybe.
because he can't just hop on a plane.
Why not?
Well, he's in
No
prison
passport?
here. Yeah, no passport. Unless he has like a stealth
You
thing.
can
too,
probably just
but
swim there, bro. Like, let's be honest. Like,
I hope we get to cut to him and he's just like on a boat, just trying to be all inconspicuous because he couldn't hop on a plane.
I could see that. No, how
So
else would he
he's-
get
yeah.
there? You know?
Probably a dragon. I don't know. You guys are kind of weird. So
do have
I kind of
dragons in
I forgot
Solo
he had a
Leveling.
dragon.
Oh, really?
I kind of
Already?
I just, like, forgot. Well, we didn't use him in a minute. I haven't seen him in a while.
It's been like 2 episodes since he actually got the
I know.
dragon.
It's just
bro.
funny seeing him again. I was just like,
Oh, yeah.
I was like, right, this guy also has a dragon.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Just in case he's not scary enough, he now has a dragon.
I like how he's just aura farming the entire show. He's just like, forget about what you see from this point on. Summons everybody. Like, okay, bro, we get it.
And he wanted to like summon more, but he didn't want to like show off anymore. So he's like, I gotta leave it at this.
He also got like interrupted by the Ant King when he showed up.
Yeah. Yeah, the Ant King. What do you think about the Ant King fight? I know you said it wasn't well choreographed, but besides the choreograph,
You can copy my homework from Hunter x Hunter, but like change it a little bit.
I saw that like side by
Okay,
side
bro.
panel of like the Hunter x Hunter, like just equivalent end to this. I was like, yeah, it's like so similar.
Meruem will always be better.
You
It's
think? I was about to ask. I was gonna ask that.
They
You know
actually
what's better?
fleshed out Meruem.
Yeah.
Like I was gonna say earlier as well. That's like my main issue with new gen anime.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's good. It's really great. But the fact that we're focused on like shorter stories because people want like less episodes, right? Like you can't really like
Who wants
flesh-
less episodes?
most people who are like getting into anime nowadays, like they don't want to watch like the OGs because they're too long.
guess.
Like, if you were to tell someone, like, would you rather, someone who's never seen anime before, would you rather watch, like, Solo Leveling, which right now it's, what, like, how many episodes does it even have?
Like, what, 20-something?
Yeah,
22?
20-something episodes, or would you rather watch, like, Naruto that has, like, close to 400?
But if you can, like, do good with the pacing, though, then it's, like...
Yeah.
That's why, like, I don't recommend Hunter x Hunter to people, especially first-time anime
Yeah, but,
watchers.
okay, but people don't understand that, like, the slow pacing is actually, like, good for the show, though, because you actually get to understand and know the characters. Like, I feel, like, less connected with the Ant King dying or, like, being defeated, because he got packed up in, what, one episode, bro? Like, we saw him pack up some S ranks. Like, that's cool. We don't really know their abilities because we haven't seen them, like, fight for real.
We're like that one S rank who, like, just freaked out and just, like, tried to ice everything. Like,
Yeah,
I
he
love
got
that guy.
packed up.
Shout
bro.
out that guy. He just, like, panicked and he just released his ice energy.
real reaction, yeah.
Accurate representation.
But the characters aren't, like, fleshed out, right? Like, so when the Ant King gets packed up, I'm like, okay, this is just for Jinwoo. Like, it's not anything special.
Well, you know, it's like if Jinwoo's actually having a fight, it's like, okay, you know, this guy's obviously... Well, you know he's strong, but then, like, when Jinwoo actually fights him, you're like, oh, this fight's actually lasting longer than, like... 2
seconds, yeah.
I guess he is pretty strong, but also, yeah. Then he had poison that didn't even work. That was funny.
Yeah, I mean, that's not surprising. Like, he's been immune to poison since, like, day 2.
Yeah.
Like, he got cut, and then the poison thing was on his face, and I'm like, we all know, like, this isn't doing anything
or
to
he just,
you,
like,
bro.
pull out, like, an elixir of something. Maybe.
Yeah, like, you're
poison
fine.
elixir, done. Let's get back into it.
Come on now.
But yeah, I was gonna ask, like, which one you like better, Meruem or the Ant King? I knew the answer,
Definitely
but
Meruem. Come on now.
who's winning in that fight, though?
Meruem.
Meruem's winning in that fight?
Meruem is winning in that fight.
I guess they are pretty fast. But, like, the Ant King's definitely faster, though.
No, he's not.
No? You think Meruem's still faster?
I mean, think about the people that Meruem had to fight, though.
Oh, and he could teleport.
Yeah.
That one time he
and
just
he wasn't even
teleported.
trying, I don't think, in any of the fights until, like, towards the end.
Yeah, he was just messing around with, oh, dang, what was his name?
The old dude from Hunter x Hunter?
Yeah. He wasn't really legit. He wasn't.
No,
taking that seriously.
he wasn't fighting him.
He just saw the
seriously.
bomb and he's like, ah, dang.
Yeah.
He's like, dang, I should have tried.
Yeah, not this. No.
And then he killed his little butt buddy there.
But yeah, it was. I don't know. The most recent episode is alright. Hype for the next one though. I'm interested to see what Jinwoo's actually gonna do. Like, is he gonna try to res the Ant King? Like, is he gonna make him one of his shadow soldiers?
I assume he. What isn't he too high a level? That's like the same thing with,
I would imagine so. But how else is he gonna save Hunter Cha? I think her name is.
Oh, what he's gonna like? Yeah, nice. Hey, nice. Someone knows other characters besides.
I read the subtitles. What can I say, man?
Yeah. I guess like what if he revives the Ant King, then the Ant King's gonna his revived Shadow Ant King's gonna be like, oh yeah, you just do this and you can revive her. Or
I don't even know. Like, I don't think the Ant King has like healing abilities. I don't think. Well, I mean,
no, he has
heals them.
He has regeneration.
Yeah, but can you give that to someone else though?
Jinwoo can figure it out. Jinwoo's gonna be like, lend me your power.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that.
Should I be Jinwoo for any Halloween costume?
How do you be Jinwoo?
He has like
doesn't
that
have,
blue trench coat. He has like some. He has like some sort of. I actually was surprised. He actually has some sort of design on his boots. Like he's not just wearing like some black default boots. He actually has like he has some sort of pattern on his boot. That's not just like default. Then he just a white shirt. Some what is it? Blue pants.
Yeah,
and just walk around just.
I don't think people would get it though.
They'd get it. With the how if we get blue contacts, they'd get it.
The blue contacts.
They'd be like, "This guy's Jinwoo." I'm just gonna stand there the whole time at Comic Con,
just aura farming in the back. I mean, it could work.
Oh, you seem to get a bunch of people together for Shadow Soldiers. How about that?
Okay, no, that would be
That'd
sick.
be sick.
But I feel like you'd have to go like all in, like actually like have like a mask and everything. Have like, I don't know.
I think you can get away without the blue face, but blue face, baby. Anyway, all the Shadow Soldiers are big blue face fans.
It would be tough to do. I could see it being done though.
Yeah,
It'd be pretty cool.
we have like Tank. Igris to be super chill.
You want to have his dragon? I forget his name.
Not the dragon.
You don't want to have the dragon.
Screw the
It's a
dragon.
cosplay.
No, screw the dragon. We just have the orcs. Have the orcs.
I like how they have those 3 orcs.
They're so cool.
Just
Those guys are sick.
Just those 3 specifically.
Because he lost the fourth one. Because he killed the fourth one by accident.
Oh my god.
I love those orcs. They're actually super chill.
Yeah.
I like the design. I think that's it.
I like the design
When
too.
it's kind of pop out, I think they like the sidestep flash out of nowhere, and I was just like,
The flash step,
I'm like, hard.
Yeah, if I were to rate all of Jinwoo's like shadow soldiers, the orcs would be like probably close to the top.
Yeah. Are we
Yeah.
talking like just all of them, or are we saying like the big ones?
All
separate?
of them thus far. Like Igris would be at the top, obviously,
He's
because
sick.
Igris has the
Was
most
he even
aura.
fighting the Ant King?
Igris?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Why not?
No,
The one time he went to a square 1v1.
I don't know, man. Also, if we're tracking back a bit, I think the most like the fight that I was actually like hyped the most for in all of Solo Leveling was the fight against Igris. Because that actually seemed
That
like
was
Jinwoo
cool.
was like genuinely struggling.
Yeah.
Like every other fight since then has been like him just being like on equal terms or slightly above them.
Mm.
So it didn't seem like much of a challenge. And like if I know a character's already gonna win before they even start fighting, I'm like, it's not even like a contest. It's like
Yeah.
whatever.
But Igris was like sick though for even just like putting down the sword. He's like, fine.
Yeah, that's what
we'll
I
just use
mean
our
though.
hands.
That's
We'll
what I
just-
mean. Like what other character has done that same like
What other
kind of thing?
NPC magical beast, whatever that guy
Exactly.
is?
Like
Even
even though like
under the helmet. I wonder what he looks like.
under the helmet? What do you
Yeah.
mean? Oh, Igris under the helmet?
I wonder if he's like an
Nice.
elf under there, or if he's like just like a blob.
I've heard some spoilers about Igris later on, so we get some like info on him. That's all I'm gonna say.
We need info. I don't really need info on him. I just
Apparently, we do get info, but
Okay.
I don't know if it's true. So,
Interesting. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was like, I don't really. Not that I don't care about him, but I was like, I don't need to know.
mhm.
Unless I guess they're gonna do like the whole because like they're all the creatures are there for a reason. So like they all have like that voice in their head.
Yeah,
So maybe that's it. Maybe they're gonna be like, why was Igris just standing there
I
looking all
could not
sick?
tell you.
Yeah, because he had an army, right? No,
Igris?
those were just NPCs.
I
He
think
didn't
they
he didn't
were
control
also-
the army though.
No, he did.
No, they was just with him.
Yeah,
Obviously, yeah.
Mm.
So maybe that's it because we never heard him talk. I don't know, obviously, but has he spoken? He hasn't spoke.
No.
no.
he just aura farms the entire time.
But yeah, so leveling. Yeah, this next episode is gonna be good. Do we know? Obviously, we're getting another season, but I don't think
Of
it's
course,
announced.
of
It's not
course.
announced.
I
though.
don't know. It's not been announced.
No, but they're not gonna let that die. They're not letting
No.
this die. There's no
No.
way. No.
A lot of people I've seen as well. I don't know if you've seen it online, but people are like kind of like bashing Solo Leveling for not having like an actual story. Like they're like talking about how like they don't flesh out any of the side characters or anything. And I'm
Yeah.
like, it's called Solo Leveling for a
Yeah,
reason,
like
bro.
they're literally side characters.
Yeah.
They're gonna stay that way. They're gonna be side characters.
It would be cool though. That's what I mean. Like if they actually made the series like super long. I'm not talking about like One Piece long,
Mhm.
but like long enough to where like we get like the backgrounds on like the different S rank hunters. We get some sort of semblance on maybe like the power levels between like all the S ranks. Like if I were to
Mhm.
guess, I would say like I forget his name, but like the fire S rank.
Like I said,
I would assume he's like the lowest. To be
I
honest,
think he's the lowest.
like if we were to like actually like rank all of the S ranks from Korea, I think he would be like the lowest.
He's a mage though, so I think they're just automatically. Like,
But if we're talking like strength though, like overall,
like
like
if it comes down to a fight, all you have to do is just get close. They even said it for when
Yeah.
Jinwoo pulled up. They're like, "Oh, isn't he a mage type?
yeah, why is he getting so close?
Yeah, because they just know you're at a disadvantage if you're.
Hmm.
Yeah, which is just anything.
I would still put him at the bottom.
That's a
I'd still-
D&D rule right there too. You don't get
Yeah.
the mages stay back there, man. The mages
Mhm.
until he rolls. They said D&D joke, the fireball, and then you kill half your team. That's my favorite meme. The wizards with their level 9 fireball, and it has
Yeah.
like a radius of like 100 meters or something, so it just nukes everybody.
You don't get.
And the
Well,
wizard's
damn.
just sitting there 110 meters away,
Mm-hmm.
just stands there. I did that strategy one time in D&D. We had to. There was like a really tough bad guy, and we just had the wizard just nuke me. I was like not. I was like I had a shield,
Okay,
so I was able to like tank like half of it. But I almost died because I rolled the dice wrong. And
worth it.
Yeah, but I almost died. But it, like we killed the bad guy.
Worth it.
But,
I don't
yeah.
see the problem there.
D&D strat.
Yeah.
But you think he's the weakest though?
Yeah, honestly, I kind of want to rank them now.
Pull him up, rank him up.
Oh no, this was not part of the script. We're just going off on. a
His
tangent.
phone's dead. This guy.
It
We're
is
going
still
off
at
the
4%.
rails. Let's go.
So S rank hunters in solo leveling. The edit on this is gonna be insane. Okay, S rank.
We should
S
pull up a
rank, S
ranking
rank.
and then we can do our own ranking off of it.
I just have like all of them
Okay.
listed, and then we can rank them individually.
Mhm.
So I can. Okay. So you can go first if you want to rank them.
No other names.
I'll tell you the names. But then I'll
Okay.
tell you the names, but like I'll just give like a summary of who they are.
Are we counting Jinwoo?
Obviously, he's gonna be at the top. There's no point in counting Jinwoo, bro. Okay.
Okay, how about should we do the ones that like went on that mission? Does that make
The
more
ones
sense?
that went on the mission and were in the most recent
Because
episode.
I feel like also like that chairman's probably pretty strong. too.
Chairman
We don't-
Go,
We
yeah.
don't know what he does though, but
Apparently, he just has like god energy. He has like golden aura or something.
okay.
He did have golden aura.
Go
Okay.
off, old guy. Okay.
Yoon Ho, who is the one who is the transformation into that like giant like white wolf.
Oh, that's sick. I like that guy.
Um,
He's cool.
Choi Jong In, who is the fire mage.
Okay.
Tae Gyu, who is the dude with the bow and arrow.
That was sick.
He was pretty sick, but he
Came out
also-
of nowhere.
Yeah, he came out of nowhere.
He came out of
Hunter
nowhere.
Ma.
Oh, it's Ma.
Yeah, Ma, the big dude.
Yeah.
Cha Hain, who is, you know, we all know the golden aura girly.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think that's it for everyone who's on the mission. I think.
Okay, well, definitely. I think I'm.
Well, there was a healer guy, but I don't know if he was S rank. Was he S rank?
Yeah, he was S rank. He just didn't want to be there until the last second. He's just like, I guess I'll pull
don't
up.
fucking count him, bro.
Yeah, screw that guy.
We're talking like battle, like proficiency.
Okay, well, definitely Cha goes up top then.
Cha goes up top outside of Jinwoo. Okay.
I think Cha goes up top. And then I'm gonna, I don't know. It's either Ma or White Wolf dude, White Tiger.
Yoonho.
Yeah, I think it's either Cha. No,
Okay.
sorry. It's either Ma or the
You
other
gotta pick
guy.
one.
I'm gonna give Ma just because he actually has armor.
Okay.
So I think he'll just last longer regardless if it comes down to it.
Okay.
Then I'll do White Tiger.
Okay.
Then give me Fireball Man.
Okay.
And then the arrow guy. And
For
then
like-
the healer.
For like battle proficiency. We're not counting the healer, bro. He doesn't have hands. I'm talking about like people who have hands.
Yeah.
Like
Then
like battle
definitely
proficiency.
the bow and arrow guy goes last, even though he's
Bow and
also
arrow
really
guy.
sick.
okay.
He was pulling his weight, but it's just
He was pulling his weight, but
it's just the fire where he had like the fire cage too, and then like,
utility.
yeah, and he just like
essentially.
nuked that like his first little hit off like the back of the helicopter, and he just like sent that whole thing just gone. Yeah.
Yeah. I would honestly rank them around the same. Also, there's a hunter that we haven't seen yet who's S rank.
No, whoa.
Oh,
Spoilers.
there's an anime picture of him, so maybe we have seen him already.
Maybe we saw him like a flashback or something.
Yeah, probably.
That's what we did with Demon Slayer when they showed all the upper moons before we actually saw the upper moons.
I would agree with this list, except wait, didn't Yunho lose that 1v1 to Ma? Oh no, Ma lost.
Ma lost.
Yeah, so
The Japanese dude beat him up. They weren't fighting each other; they were fighting the Japanese.
Oh
guys.
yeah, true. Okay, so I would keep this list the same.
Didn't
except,
they all lose? I think they all
did.
lost.
They all did. I would keep the list the same, except I would move Yunho, so the White Wolf transformation guy, to second instead of third.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be Cha, Yunho, Ma, Jung In, and then the Bow dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a fair list. I didn't know who to put in second, but yeah,
I would just say like Yunho.
yeah. Why are you putting Yunho up top?
I don't know. He seems like he has more potential. Like Ma is just like a
More potential. We saw him do his thing.
yeah, but
Unless he has like another level, like he's
maybe he does.
maybe he's like Hulk and Marvel
Maybe he
Rivals,
does.
and he has like his White Wolf form, the White Tiger form. He has like a
Something above that.
Ultra White Tiger form.
Maybe he does. The story's not over. We could see that.
Yeah, maybe he has like a I don't know, hulking White Tiger mode.
Hulking White Tiger mode. Yeah.
I swear I didn't read the manga. I swear.
Watch him have like nothing. After that.
It's
It's just
just
like
that's
literally
it.
it.
That's what I was worried about because like he did the whole like the half transformation. They did like a full transformation. I was like, oh, we could do a full one. This is sick. Okay, it's probably just like
There's got to be something else. After
it's
that.
probably just a beast that he fought sometime during his adventure. This is probably the whole thing of like the not fleshing out the side character part.
Yeah.
Because like I would like to see how he got that power because he must have been like just fighting some like.
Well, you're never gonna find out.
We'll never know.
You
Yeah.
never know.
I imagine he was like fighting like some. He was in a dungeon fighting a whole bunch of white tigers or something, and then he ended up beating the boss, and then was able to gain this transformation ability. Maybe.
Yeah, but his powers, I assume, like other hunters' powers, don't work the same as Jinwoo. So maybe he just had that from the get go.
Then are you just able to awaken with a transformation power?
I
feel
don't
like-
know, man. If only they fleshed out the plot on other characters. Like,
I feel like they would have to like. I feel like it would be well, because like it's different skills, right? Like they can they can use stealth. You know what I mean? Like the healer guy can use stealth too.
I guess.
So then maybe it's like maybe Jinwoo potentially could have a beast transformation mode. He's not going to use it.
I don't think. How would he get that though? There's no way he would get.
Well, it's
that.
all just a big video game.
Yeah, but it would have to be aligned with his job and his like.
But he gets titles though, like just through dungeons.
Yeah, but those titles don't equate to like transformations. We haven't seen anything like that.
Right. But he got like
anything's possible though.
he got the wolf hunter from beating up all those wolves, or the wolf killer.
Yeah, but those equate to stat boosts,
right?
And different like stat.
So maybe
changes.
this guy just got enough stats and is like tiger buff.
I'm not the author, man. I can't confirm or
Who is
deny
the
any of
author?
this.
Who is this guy? He must be a big nerd.
Probably is.
This guy's the biggest neckbeard nerd I've ever seen.
Biggest neck beard.
He's so nerdy.
Moving on to the next topic.
Yeah. Wait. What are we ranking Solo Leveling before the episode? The last episode.
Out of 10?
Yeah.
What are we ranking it?
Yeah.
This entire season right now has been like an 8 to 8.5.
Yeah, I could give it 8.5.
Yeah. Not perfect. I have my qualms with it. I really wish it was like a longer series, but obviously it's not. Fight choreography went down. Kind of animation went up, which is good.
It was too bad they had to switch they had to make a trade for that. It's too bad. It's too bad they had to,
Because I feel like if I want to understand what's going on in each fight, I'm gonna have to watch it in like 0.5 speed.
Well, even most of like the newest episode was just dashing light, so you can't even break that down. Really.
No.
And what you could see was just he used like what was that mutilation skill?
Yeah, that he got on the fly when he was about to lose. Okay, okay, sure, sure, bro, sure.
That's what I'm saying. That could have been what's his face, white tiger dude. Maybe he was about to get killed by the white tiger. And then
but that would assume
beast
he
transformation.
Maybe he has the same like thing. That would pretty much make it that he has the same like skill set as Jinwoo.
Yeah.
Unless that's just how everybody's thing works, but then it caps out at a certain point. And then Jinwoo's thing is like he can keep leveling up,
and he can maybe like you can actually physically see his like stuff leveling up, but no one else can see it. But maybe they all do, but they just can't.
I don't know. Maybe if they flesh out the side characters, we'd actually know. But.
Yeah, no. Hey, let's get into the lore. No, I'm good. Let's go look at Jinwoo and he's beating people up.
I feel like there are very few shows or few anime that have like a good amount of lore. Like it's either too little and not enough, or like way too much. Like you're overwhelmed
what's
by
too
the
much?
lore. Too much would be like the Astro Boy remake, Pluto. Where every
Why'd you mention Pluto?
where every episode, like it's a good series, but every episode is just like such a yap fest.
It is, yeah. They do a whole bunch of like in this war.
Yeah.
Then you go back to the same war, but just like a million different times.
Yes.
When I was in the war, that was the whole thing. When I was in the war.
Oh my god, bro.
But when I was in the war.
Yeah, like that would be an example of like too much, and then not enough is solo leveling.
Yeah.
Like I actually want to know like, like different hunters' abilities, how they got them. Were they just did they like level them up at all? Is that a thing? Like, because obviously like human beings can improve, I guess, or I would assume, but like to what extent?
Yeah. I think the easiest way to describe that is like they have their own little mini level up things,
but they can't see it,
and they obviously can't boost their stats as Jinwoo does, but they just like it kind of just automatically distributes stats, and they just can't see the system doing that for them.
You might be cooking. Maybe that's like the whole plot of season 3.
He's like Jinwoo's gonna unlock all of their abilities to see the system.
I doubt that, but
he's gonna get
maybe
he's gonna get system unlock skill. He's gonna start handing it out to people.
Handing it out is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. Jinwoo would do it. Watch this segue. So, what do you think? Avatar, is that too much lore? Or is that too little lore?
The original series or Korra?
All of it.
Perfect amount of lore.
Perfect amount of lore.
Perfect amount of lore.
Yeah.
Because there's a good amount of flashbacks to where you can understand why stuff that is happening now is important and how it like built up to that. And I don't know, it's just a good overall story. Like I'm not bored listening to like Avatar lore.
Yeah, and you saw the episode in Korra when they went back to like the first Avatar and
Yes,
stuff. That was
yeah,
nice. That was a nice little 3-episode arc. That was fantastic.
I did try rewatching Korra recently, and I'm gonna be honest, season 2, where she meets Unalaq, or her uncle, I guess. To start with, I'm just like I can't watch this. Like it's too boring.
Yeah, no,
like I'm sorry, bro.
They did that weird that was supposed to be the end of the season. It was only supposed to do 2 seasons.
Really?
Yeah. And they brought it back. Somehow, after the second season, they brought it back. Oh, no, the first one was supposed to be done.
That's Amon.
Yeah, it was supposed to be done after 1. Then they brought it back for 2.
2 is Unilock.
And then they somehow came back for 3. Which I'm glad they did, because that was like the best part. Zahir.
Zahir and
the Red Lotus, yeah.
No, the Earthbending lady too. She was.
No, that's 4.
There's 4 seasons.
Yeah, with Kuvira, yeah, there's 4. I only know
I thought it was 3.
No, I've only know this because I'm watching on YouTube over analyzing Avatar.
Yeah,
it's a YouTube channel, and it's just this guy. He sounds very Canadian, but he just breaks down like every episode. And it's actually, I love that kind of like breakdown stuff. I like Cinema Sins when they're just like breaking that thing apart.
Fuck Cinema Sins. Shout out Birdman.
Birdman's fire.
Birdman
I
is
like
fire.
Birdman's fire for that. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, yeah. So he does over analyzing Avatar. So he just like goes deep into it. He does a lot of like the animation nitpicks too. Like there's just like multiple animation failures of just.
Do I want to know his opinion on Invincible?
I haven't heard this thing on Invincible.
Oh, he'll probably eat it up. Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know what he does on Invincible, but yeah, for over analyzing Avatar, yeah, he does that. He got on to season 4 now, so he's almost done. He's almost done all of Korra, and I don't know what he's gonna do after because it's like his whole thing. Like he already did the original.
It's mainly Avatar.
Yeah, he did Avatar already. He did Korra. He's almost done Korra, so. I don't know what he's gonna do. We have to wait because it's like the new season's not coming. The new series isn't coming out yet. So,
is there an announcement?
For it's coming out. Yeah, it's coming
this
out.
year.
I think it's this year. I think so. I think it's later this year. Korra got worse.
That we know of.
He's a big defender of Korra is not the worst Avatar.
Korra is not the worst Avatar.
No.
I'm a defender of that as well.
Yeah, he thinks it's the last Waterbender one. But
what was his name? It started with a K as well, right?
Kuruk.
Yeah. Bro lost everything because understandably. Was it his wife?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't really blame him for that though.
I mean, yeah, but also, just to be that Avatar that went down
as
but yeah, so they do have a new Avatar series announced. So for anybody who's not caught up on that, they have the new Avatar. It's gonna be Earth Avatar, but it's also a twin, which I think it's only one of the twins.
Do we know their name?
I don't remember their names.
But are their names like released?
I think it's out there somewhere.
Okay.
But it's twins, but only one of them is the Avatar.
I gotta figure it out now, but keep on rambling.
Only one of them the Avatar, and then the other one's just like over there doing stuff because they split them up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are they like together at any point?
I think they will get together, but I think they got split. I'm pretty sure that's how this went. I feel like I'm quoting this super wrong. I'm actually not 100% on this, but.
Well, I guess I'll find out when the series drops.
Yeah, it's my quick remember of like seeing it for like because like they released like the actual like synopsis of the thing, and but the main part that just didn't make Korra didn't make Korra sound any better was that she nuked the world at some point and like just broke the world into like 7 different like sections, so it's called 7 havens. Pavi, yes.
Avatar's 7 havens.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, because Korra broke the world into 7 different like sections. So like these havens are like.
All I'm gonna say is, regardless of whatever people think now, Korra was justified in doing that. Even if she didn't do it,
you heard it here
justified.
First.
Korra was justified.
First. Yeah, so now the whole thing is like everyone just hates the Avatar because Korra just wrecked the world and split into like 7 little safe spots. Instead of using the whole world, it's just there's only like 7 spots you can actually live now.
Assuming Korra actually did that, there's definitely a good reason for it.
Yeah, like I think the easiest answer is like she was fighting some big bad and she just had to sacrifice her because that's how she died too when she split the world. That's how she died. So that's
like, how we know that.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Korra die.
I don't think you're gonna see it. There's no way you're gonna see it. Well, that's another one too, because Korra broke the Avatar cycle too. So now Pavi can only access Korra because he can't see the rest of it.
Yo, I need some help.
It's just Korra.
Nah, bro, it's just me out here.
It's just Korra in a big field. Like, why is there so much space? I kind of broke the rest of it. So. There's also a theory that that the new Avatar might be like a dark Avatar too.
A dark Avatar.
Yeah, because like they had from like season 2, they had like the dark Avatar. Then they had like with the big energy laser, the big wow laser. If you remember that part, best sound effect. Not best sound effect. Best sound effect in Korra. Satisfying just wow. But anyway, so since Korra sealed the whatever the dark spirit was,
I forget it.
yeah, dark spirit, and the theory was that it was going to actually be able to break out enough that it was going to be the next Avatar, not the light spirit.
I guess we'll find out.
But I don't think so. I don't think that's true.
Yeah, I doubt
but
it. I
anyway,
hope not.
But I'm looking forward to it. I like Avatar, as you can tell.
I do as well. It's a really cool series.
Yeah, it's a cool series. I like the idea behind it. I like that it's not actually an anime, but people get confused sometimes. And this is very anime inspired.
Very original.
Yeah, it's like super original. I mean, for obviously being on to like Chinese mythology ish.
Ish.
Yeah, ish.
Heavy on the ish.
Yeah, heavy on the ish, but it's just, you know, inspired by Chinese mythology and just being from Nickelodeon. And I know for a fact Korra wanted to be so much adultish, but they just so couldn't because Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
But they really wanted to. I know they really wanted to.
I just remember having such fond memories of the original series, like seeing it on TV, like literally like a Tuesday afternoon, and being like, "Oh, this is a new episode," and like locking in and like watching it the entire time.
Yeah.
And I remember finding out like, because after the original, like The Last Airbender ended, and they dropped like the live action movie, I thought that was like it. And then I heard at some point that like Korra existed, and I was like, "What?" And then had to watch all of that. Got so hyped when they did like such a like a futuristic take on it.
Yeah, yeah.
And like
for
actually
only
like,
being like what 50 years later, like
Yeah,
it was,
literally.
Yeah, it got up there pretty much, and it was good. I'm trying to think. What was I gonna say?
I was gonna say I remember watching or rewatching The Last Airbender during the COVID pandemic and being like, the Fire Nations were the Nazis, and it actually clicking.
Yeah, it does connect on that. I wonder if pitching that to Nickelodeon. Whoever made that thing was just like, so the Firebenders are going to be very Nazi-like, and we're going to put this in our show. And Nickelodeon's just like, fine. I can only imagine that would not go well in the pitch meeting.
No.
But I liked Avatar. I heard it got, the last episode got like a 9.7 or something rating.
The last episode of season 4.
Yeah, of the original Avatar.
Oh, the original.
Yeah,
the
like
Last Airbender?
when he fought. Oh, sorry, maybe I think it's the episode when he fought the Fire Lord. Like that episode.
when he fought Ozai.
9.7.
Of course,
Which is
it's
crazy.
a great episode.
But the whole show is like a 9.5.
The whole show
like-
is so gas. You can rewatch the Last Airbender like a million times,
Yeah.
and it will still be like amazing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like it's stood the test of time too, because even like watching it as an adult, like you get a completely different message than watching it as a kid. It's really great.
What's your bending if you had to choose?
Oh, Earth easily.
Earth, easy.
Easy.
Dang. That was
If not
quick.
Earth, then air. But I also don't want to be extinct. So
No, they're not extinct no more.
yeah, but I mean like from the original. from
Thanks,
the
Korra.
original.
Let's go.
Yeah.
1 point for Korra. Minus $1 million for blowing up the world.
No. Whenever people ask me that question, I always think of like in the Last Airbender times. So like if I was to pick, it would be Earth then, because Earth is just sick. But also I wouldn't have access to like the cool bending. Like I wouldn't be able to know about like metal bending or lava bending or
Yeah, 'cause
even
you could-
sand bending.
I was
Maybe
about to say, yeah, like you might be able to pick up sand bending eventually, but like lava bending, you have to be born with it. You can't really teach
Oh
it.
really? I forgot about that.
That was the thing. You have to kind of be born
How did Bolin do it then?
because he's half fire. So
Oh yeah.
his dad and mom's are firebenders, so it's probably why. But and yeah, you have to be taught metal bending. So,
Yeah.
but that's okay because Toph has an academy. Did you see that they have like comics and stuff?
No.
The comics were all like the good. Like they say like the comics needs to be animated because it's like really good. They did like that's when they did like the
It was
Zuko's
Lost
Zuko's
Mom.
finding his mom.
Yeah.
That was in there. They did Toph's metal bending academy. We got to see a lot of Kyoshi. Yeah, she lived to 200 years and stuff because she figured out a new earthbending tactic that can just extend her life.
What?
It's-
That's crazy.
yeah, she figured out an earth technique that she could just extend her own life with earthbending.
What is this earthbending technique and how do I learn it in real life, bro?
I don't think you can learn it in real life because you don't have earthbending. That's the problem with that.
What? Really?
Unless, wait, try it. Try it. Do an
No,
earthbending.
I'm not trying it
Try
on
it.
camera, bro. Leave
Try
me
it.
alone.
Right now. Do it.
I'm gonna do like
You're gonna need to go with a video for this. Go
I'm
to
gonna
YouTube.
do the moves from like the live action where it's
Yeah.
like take
Oh.
like 6 people to lift a boulder.
Okay, go.
No, I'm not doing
Do it. Just
I
a
don't
quick
even-
one. Look how much space you have on the screen. You have so much space. Oh, it worked. Guys, it worked. It worked. You couldn't see it because it was off camera, but it worked.
Oh my god.
uh,
No, definitely earthbending. What about
Yeah.
you though?
I'd probably lean towards air.
Really? Why air?
I like this, like the utility of it. They could just jump around. They're like really fast. They have like a super jump.
Yeah.
I always played it in Minecraft. They had like the Avatar Minecraft servers, and if you're air, like you don't even hunger.
What?
And you also had like super speed, so it was just
Yeah.
like you have to get over there. You just air dash over there.
I think my favorite thing, not to cut you off, but my favorite thing about airbending from the original series was one, pretty much everybody that Aang fought against in the entire series had never fought against an airbender
So they don't
before.
have it, yeah.
Two, unless they're doing like the Demon Slayer thing, which I would assume they are, that you can't see the bending
Right,
for
you
air.
can't see
So every single time like Zuko would be like trying to like fire bend against Aang, and Aang just like pushes him against the wall, like Zuko didn't see that.
Except sometimes you can. I saw this in overanalyzing Avatar.
I mean, it depends on like if he's bent, like where he's bending, because sometimes you can catch like debris in it. But,
Yeah,
like,
that was the one he was pointing out was like because sometimes they can't see it, but then like there's that one episode when they're at the prison and like Aang makes like that little air vacuum thing and they put like coal
in it. Yeah,
but they load it into the top of the air stream.
Yeah.
And his hands are down here.
we don't worry about that.
His hands, but in the same episode, they do like the invisible rock move, like they do. Momo has like earthbending or whatever. Or
Oh
like,
yeah.
And then in the same exact episode, when Aang does airbending through a random vent on the ground, because that's a thing.
Don't ask questions, bro. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, thanks over. I can't even say your stupid YouTube name.
Overanalyzed Avatar.
Yeah, that. I like messed up like every time I've said it.
But yeah, I would definitely pick Earth.
Earth, yeah. Earth
Air is a very close second, though.
You
Like,
can't run out of air. You always have air.
unless you're in space.
You're not going to space.
I mean, you could though.
Who?
You could.
Who's going to space?
I don't know.
wanna get into space.
Earth just seems more like practical for like everyday like stuff. Like if I just want to like chill, I can earthbend anything I want. Like
You can probably build yourself a house really quick too.
yeah.
If
Can
you're, like-
can you build yourself a house with airbending? No, you fucking can't.
No, but I could run fast
Oh wow, yeah.
like I always do.
Nice. Okay.
They
Ooh.
call me Usain Bolt.
Yeah, firebending is not that useful if I'm being dead ass.
Firebending's nice as long as you don't do like the live action one where you need fire to make fire. But like you always have firebending, like you know.
Yeah.
And then there's water that you actually need.
Water
to
is
do
pretty
stuff.
cool though. I've got to admit, all of the bending is pretty cool. Like,
That's when you just figure out only plant bending though. If you're a water bender, just do plant bending
why?
because there's always plants around. Besides, if you're going to the stupid desert, could go look at a library. But like besides that,
I mean, I guess.
like if you're in like the middle of whatever that, there's probably trees around you, so you have to figure out how to do.
Or
the
you can
whole-
learn the Korra's, well, not Korra, but like the bloodbenders, like make water out of like extract water from the air.
Yeah, yeah.
Or from you, just
that
use your
that one's
sweat.
crazy.
Yeah.
That was finesse. Who was that? Was that Hama?
I think it was.
Yeah. There's that one clip. There's just a picture of they have when they're all having dinner in that one episode, and it's just like, wow, look at the creators of 3 different sub elements in one area.
Creators of 3 different sub-elements: Toph
Yeah.
with metal, Hama with blood, and Sokka with backbending.
Hey, backbending. Yeah, why didn't I pick that? Can I go back? Can I change my answer?
No, you can't.
Oh man. But yeah, that was Avatar.
Who was the last person with the unique bending? Hama with blood, Toph with metal, and what's the last
I
one?
swear it was 3, or was it just 2?
There's no one else in Team Avatar that created their own. Oh, I guess. Well, no, that count as 1 because Toph. Oh no, never mind. Toph didn't even make lava bending. What am I saying?
No.
Yeah, it had to have been 2.
Oh, I guess it was just 2. My bad.
The only other people there were Sokka, Aang, Zuko wasn't part of the team then. Katara was.
Spirit bending.
Spirit bending.
Aang did the whole "let me take your jutsu away" bending. Jutsu. Let me take your bending. Wrong thing.
So I guess, yeah, 3.
Yeah,
Cool.
I actually kind of just stretched that one, to be honest.
He's not wrong, though.
Yeah, we valid.
But technically, taking away your bending, wasn't that.
It was spirit bending was the thing though.
Was it spirit bending? 'Cause
Yeah.
Didn't Amon also do that as a water bender? Or blood
He did
bender?
that later. Well,
Yeah, but he did that as a blood bender. He didn't do that as a spirit.
But he still
bender.
took it from Avatar Aang though, because that's what Aang did to his dad. So he learned it from Aang, and he was able to figure it out because the show needed him to. So the show was like, you know what? You can also spirit bend with water. I mean, spirit bending was with the waterbenders though, because that was
Yeah,
the same
it
thing
was.
with the healing.
The
right?
Northern
So-
Water Tribe. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess it came from waterbending anyway. but
Everything comes from waterbending, man.
everything comes from water.
Life.
What is the meaning of life? H2O. But yeah, what else do we have on our list there? There was
Dr. Stone.
speaking of going to space.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't see the newest episode. Episode 11. I didn't see episode 11 yet because I forgot that it came out, and I was distracted with other shows. But I like it.
It's pretty calm. The season's been really good so far. I was kind of expecting initially that they would go with the Dr. Taiju thing a little bit more. And I didn't think... I thought Senku would have, like, time to, like, plot and plan in the
Yeah.
background while, like, they're, like, looking for Dr. Taiju, which he kind of did for a little bit. But I'm glad that they actually, like, kind of cut that off because it would have been a bit boring, to be honest.
Yeah, it was going on for a while, but also that the pink-haired chick was kind of figuring it out pretty quickly. 'Cause she wasn't stupid, but she was figuring it out pretty
I don't even
quick.
remember
Where
her
it's
name.
just, I don't know her name either. The doctor, all of a sudden, because she did study doctor, so she
Yeah,
could
except she's
find
not a
girls or
doctor.
something, find dudes.
Find girls.
She wanted to find a soulmate, so she thought she might as well be smart, and then she'll find a smart guy. Not a bad idea, ladies. No, I'm just kidding. But
Take notes.
yeah, take notes. Go watch Dr. Stone. Take notes. But yeah, it's good. I feel like it's not like keeping me as excited as the last couple seasons.
Yeah, I guess it's probably because the stakes are different.
Yeah, I think it came down to the stakes. Not that like if I was what's his face Zeno, I wouldn't just march over to the boat and be like,
Fucking gun
"What's
them
up?"
down.
Yeah,
Gun them down.
because
with
he's
the
been
machine.
trying. Like, you think he would like instead of making? I know he's making a rocket ship. He's
You
making
think
a
he's
rocket
making
ship.
a rocket ship.
He's definitely making a
You
rocket
need to
ship.
watch the latest episode, dude.
Is he not making a rocket ship?
Watch the latest episode.
Okay,
That's all
fine.
I'm
I'll
gonna
go.
say. Yeah, go right now.
We're already almost at an hour. Anyway.
What would
I
he?
don't have time
What
for
would he
that.
make a rocket ship for, though?
Maybe because he figured it out that it's in space as well. They're kind of like on the same
He
kind of
not.
track.
He has not figured that shit out, gang.
Yeah, they're on like the same. They're
We
on,
don't
like,
even know
similar
if he's
tracks.
communicated with Y-Man. Like, we can assume so because he has radio, but like,
Yeah,
I doubt it.
that's what I mean. I feel like if he has the radio, then he must have accidentally picked up that signal too.
He also hasn't figured out the depetrifying like formula as well.
Right, that's true.
Yeah.
You got that platinum real quick. No, you got platinum.
Okay,
He
so
figured it out.
no. Well, okay, these are my issues with with Dr. Zeno. Okay, one, right? We saw that in season 1 where Senku gets depetrified because of nitric acid, right? When Dr. Zeno gets depetrified, he gets pretty much the same reason, right? But then he pours nitric acid on other people and depetrifies them. But in season 1, when Senku tries that, it doesn't work because he needs a specific solution
He needs something else
of alcohol and nitric acid. So why does it work for Dr. Zeno?
because the show said so.
2, you know what's a bunch of bullshit? Dr. Zeno gets platinum immediately after he gets res and reses his like fucking friends on some bullshit because his friend swallowed a ring before he fucking got petrified, right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Senku's dad had to get platinum
From
for like
scratch.
40 years of like sifting river water just waiting, bro. Like, sure, he got a lot, but like still, that was like...
He died doing that, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Did he drown?
Yeah, probably both.
I swear he like drowned. and
It's to
he
be at
just-
like the end of his life anyway.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember. I just have a thing in my head where he was just face down in the lake, just
He was, well, half of his face was in the lake, so
Yeah.
he could still breathe, technically.
Um,
But yeah, it was a bunch of bullshit. I don't like Dr. Zeno. Dr.
no, he
Zeno's
like he speed ran that thing,
Yeah.
and I kind of see it was just again for the plot, like he just sped around it, but it was just,
Dr. Zeno is just like, he's, what's the word I'm looking for? He's an edgelord. Like,
tell
in the
me more.
episode where they were like, oh, if you got sent to the Stone Age, what would you do? His first answer, oh, I'd become a dictator and rule the world with guns. Like, okay, bro, like, you have all this scientific knowledge. You work at NASA, bro.
Yeah.
Like, be a good human being, maybe. And
I think that's the thing that he's also like an adult too, so it's like he obviously has a different mindset.
yeah, his
then-
warped perception of the world.
Yeah, so I think, just because he's older, he's like, yeah, America, guns, let's do this thing. It worked last time, let's do it again, but now there's only us.
Fucking hate him.
Yeah, he's an interesting character. I don't know I don't know how much I like them. Again, I don't know how much I like the stakes of the show, but
I mean, right? I like what they're doing right now, where it's like
the tunnel's cool.
Science versus science. I didn't like the tunnel idea.
I feel like there has to be a better way.
I mean, how else? They can't fly. They can't walk in either.
They're also just like outmanned as well. Like they can't walk in there. They have guns.
You need to watch the next episode.
Okay. I'll watch.
The tunnel
next
idea
episode.
was an interesting one. I just found it weird how that was like their go-to. Like they're so far away, and like
They
really,
are really far.
like really, you're gonna dig a tunnel the
Don't
entire
they just
way
need
there
corn?
to make the infinite revival fluid? Yeah.
They should just take the corn. Get what's her face little melon mask, whatever. the heck.
Suka?
Yeah, get her to go in there, grab a couple pieces of corn, start from there. Screw Gen. Gen can figure it out eventually.
Yeah, but it's almost winter, so they wouldn't be able to grow it.
No, they steal it though. It's already grown, is it not?
Yeah, but
They have a whole-
they
they have a
need a
whole
good
field.
amount of it. They can't just steal like bits and pieces.
They keep just stealing stuff.
They need like
slowly.
a good supply of it. Okay. And nobody will notice. The Stanley dude who's
The
from
sniper.
like military, yeah, he won't notice.
No,
It's
he's
fine.
he's busy like just drooling over Zeno. He's just Zeno. He's just like, anything else you want me to kill, buddy? You want me to kill? I'll do it. Just give me some cigarettes. I'll
He
do
got
it.
me cigarettes in the new.
That's all. He's not even outside the whole time. He's just standing by Zeno. No one's looking outside. They just
actually-
got stealing corn.
I actually love their interaction, like Stanley and Zeno, where Zeno's like, "Yeah, don't mind my friend. He just loves inhaling toxic gas."
Yeah, he's just like
bro."
roasting him. Yeah, I do like that. Literally hashtag all vapors out
Oh
there.
my
Hashtag
God.
Message to all vapors out there. That's his hashtag.
Hey, what's your favorite hobby? I love inhaling gas, bro.
It's
Like,
kind of just like the feeling. It's like the habit of doing it. I'm not even addicted, bro. It's just
yeah.
I just like the motion of. Yeah, I've heard that one before. I'm just like, what? Let's go have like a lollipop or something. Then. I don't know. What are you on about a vape for?
Gotta try to find out.
Yeah. I need to go get a vape addiction just so I can like beat it and just be like that guy. I'd be like, I beat a vape addiction.
You
Put it on my
could.
YouTube channel.
Yeah, put it on YouTube channel. Day one of it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm day one of getting addicted to vape.
I
and
would
then
love to see what happens on day 30. Day 30 where you have to stop.
this could be.
It would be cool.
It's a bad idea, guys. Man, terrible idea. No, that's
But
good.
no, I love this Doctor Stone season. Unfortunately, I binge watched like the last.
Oh yeah, you crushed through the show, didn't
Yeah,
you?
unfortunately, I forgot how much I actually love just watching Doctor Stone. So when I caught up, I was just like, damn, bro, there's nothing else to watch.
That was I mean, another segue into Invincible here in a second, but that was a thing I heard people talking about for like just binge watching shows versus just watching it when it's already
Weekly?
been out or sorry,
Oh.
yeah, weekly, sorry. Yeah,
Mhm.
when it's weekly versus binging, it's just like if it's good, you're going to keep binging it, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? So like, especially so in the case of Invincible, when it doesn't look that good.
No.
And people are going to binge it and be like, what's the point of this show?
Yeah, I know.
I heard that like argument the other day, and it was just like people are gonna like binge watch this and just be like,
Whatever.
"What are we doing here? Like, why is
Yeah.
it such a big show? It doesn't even look good.
It doesn't look that great, to be honest.
No, the production's
Unfortunately.
terrible, and it's just like too bad. But it's just I'm on fire with these segues. But yeah, like just doesn't look that good. That's my main thing with Invincible. It's just I don't like how it looks. I think it's just super lazy for Amazon being Amazon. Not
That
having
is
the-
true.
Yeah, not having like the. I mean, it's a time thing. I know it's a time thing when it comes down to it. I'm complaining that, but it's just like they're
Yeah.
rushing their people. But just make us wait.
Actually,
make us wait.
I heard this interesting fact about animation in general. How it's not something that necessarily the quality of it doesn't improve as technology improves. It actually depends on who the animators are, how much time they have,
Right.
how much effort they're putting into each individual scene.
Mhm.
So I think you can blame Invincible or the production of it for being kind of not really taken care of, but at the same time it's because they're just not allocating enough resources to it.
Which is crazy. It's Amazon. How do you not have enough resources?
Well, I mean, it's Amazon. They just
Amazon
isn't-
Studios. So I mean, sure
Yeah.
they have obviously,
Mhm.
but it's
Some
all
other
they all
production.
come from the same bag of money. If they need money, they dip it into
Yeah, but it's a profit thing.
yeah.
They probably have much more or much larger shows or series that they work on that will actually reap benefits for them
Mhm.
versus Invincible where they don't really care, or
Yeah.
they might not care.
Which
as
is too
much.
bad. Yeah, they don't care as much.
Yeah.
I know, obviously, they're probably just chucking money into the boys.
Mhm. Oh, of course.
What's the other one? Reacher.
Never heard of it.
Jack Reacher? No. It's just
Oh, I've heard of Jack.
it's just a manly man's show.
Of course.
Just big dude punches things. And
Yes, my favorite.
Yeah, I watched like a couple episodes and I was like, yeah, it's just a big guy. He's this big tough guy, like no other emotion. He's just very just like, I'm here to get a job done.
Okay.
And he just beats up dudes. The action scenes are pretty sick.
And white men love it.
Oh,
White
yeah,
men eat that shit up.
Yeah, it's just because he's huge. He's like what, like 6'5" or something. He's a big guy.
Damn.
But anyway, it's too bad the production is
For
not that good.
Invincible,
It's too bad. It's because as I was
I've heard
saying,
the last half of the or not last half, but a specific episode in season 3 was actually well animated.
of course, like the last episodes, they look better. It's the last 2 episodes, of course. Like the fight with You'll Get There Eventually.
Conquest. I know about it.
I'm so lonely.
I know about it, but I don't know anything about it.
Right. It's again, it's just a Viltrumite fight, so you know how it goes.
Yeah, they either one shot each other or it's like the most drawn out fight known to man.
Yeah,
that's another issue I
a
have.
bunch, yeah.
That's another issue I have with Invincible. It's just like the power scaling is so like weird. Like, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but like Immortal, how did he go from like trying to 1v1 Omni Man in season 1, which like fair enough, you might have caught Omni Man off guard, and like Omni Man might not have been trying to kill him right away.
Yeah,
but like he was like still bodying him though. He was like slamming him
he's still
into
a
the
strong
earth.
guy who can fly.
Yeah, but then season 2 that I just recently watched, Omni Man, or not Omni Man, sorry, Immortal was like kind of like a bitch. Like
He sucks.
I'm not as strong as Invincible. Yeah, we know, but like still, if you can kind of like 1v1 Omni Man for a little bit, even if he's not like trying to kill you, like that's still something, bro.
Yeah, no, exactly. There's a part coming up you'll see, and he's just like talking all this smack. He's just like, man, Invincible really needs to like be like controlled or something. Someone needs to like control this guy. And then like he's like face in front of Invincible as Invincible's doing something. He's just standing there. He's just like,
He's like, hold out.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, that's cool.
That's crazy.
There's just stuff you know what's going. Someone knows what's going down. When like Immortal had a chance to jump in and like
Do something.
stop Mark, and he's just like,
Nah.
But also because the animation's lazy, it's just a still shot of a bunch of them going.
Of course.
As like you just hear in the background some people struggling or whatever, and then it's just cuts to like the Guardians, and they just because they're not animated.
What about that? What's that dude in the Guardians? The black dude. I forget.
Samson.
Samson
Or Bulletproof.
Also useless. I don't even know what Bulletproof's powers are.
He's just invincible.
Like, what does he do? He's just there.
He's just
like, he's just there, and he talks to fucking Rexplosion like every now and then, and that's about
he has
it.
the exact same powers. He's probably just not as strong, but he's not a Viltrumite.
Okay, like how? What is his origin story? Like, what the hell?
Apparently, all of them have origin stories. That's like one thing where they're like apparently not apparently, but like the guy who made Invincible, who also created The Walking Dead, same guy. Same guy. He made Invincible and he went right into Walking Dead. But anyway, he was like, that was his thing, was like he was trying to make like this world that was like lived in. Or like it felt lived in, so he has to have all like these superpowers, superheroes, which like their own kind of like little backstories. Like you'll see Powerplex eventually.
Powerplex.
Yeah, you'll see it. You'll get there when you get there.
That's a sick name.
It's he's cool.
He's cool.
Probably the best episode of season 3 when you see Powerplex. Easily the best episode.
Okay.
Besides the obvious last one, that's just a big fight. But besides the last episode, Powerplex episode's fire. You'll get there when you get there. Yeah, he was just saying he was trying to make the world feel lived in, so he just started slapping random powers together, just so that it felt like it was an actual world and not just focused on Mark and like a few other little powers. But I want to see more of like Darkwing, like he was cool.
Darkwing was sick.
Like the Darkwing 2, whatever, and he can like shadow hop. Like that's
Shikamaru vibes,
man.
Holy.
And I always knew he was coming. There's a part when like he was back and he was fighting. There's like this one part when there's just like a really over exaggerated shadow. And like it was like there's just, like usually there's shadows, but there's like this one part where it's like there's like a very detailed looking shadow, and then he hops up the shadow and does stuff, and I was like, this guy. It was just like a boost of animation just for like this guy in his shadow,
just for him to shadow.
Just so to pop out the shadow. I call this though. As soon as I saw it, I was just like, Darkwing.
You can always tell when something's about to happen in certain animated series when like there's extra detail put into like the background or something.
Yeah,
or,
like you know that thing's moving if it has more.
Of course,
yeah,
of course.
But yeah, Invincible season 3. It's better than season 2, obviously.
Yeah, season 2 is a bit slow.
Yeah,
I enjoyed the Angstrom Levy
He's good.
plot, but I also didn't like the fact that he died because it was just kind of weird. But also, I
He did
understand
kind
how,
of just die, but yeah, Mark just kind of let loose and
yeah, which was important for him to do.
yeah.
But at the
He
same
messed
time,
up with don't mess with his family, man.
yeah.
Then him and his mom had the matching little black eye.
I hated that part. I
They
was
just
like,
talk-
bro, don't animate this. I don't care.
They're just sitting there talking to each other with the same exact injuries, except she has a broken
arm. That was crazy. I didn't think he would
That
actually
was
hurt
dark.
Debbie.
That was dark, man.
Yeah.
No, yeah, the guy has so much beef. It's just again when you get to the third season, when he does, when just stuff happens, you'll get there when you get there. But it's just some stuff is just weird. I don't want to spoil it.
I think I'm only on episode 1 of season 3, and I just like the fact that Mark is a bit stronger now.
Yeah, by what 33% or whatever the math was on that.
Yeah,
whatever it was. Because
I just like the fact that the first fight he gets into, I think in season 3, he's just like chatting with Rex like the entire fight with those against those two guys.
Yeah.
He's like, this guy's pretty fast.
That's what's his face, Blue Beetle.
Rexplosion's voice actor?
No. Rexplosions. That's the guy who's in like everything. If you saw Brooklyn Nine-Nine, that was Rose's boyfriend.
I did not see Brooklyn
No.
Nine-Nine.
Oh dang. What else is he? He's in a bunch of stuff. But yeah.
Isn't Alan's voice actor? Isn't that
that's Seth Rogen?
Yeah.
Who's like a main producer. He's the only reason why that show's even happening. He's producing
really?
the show. Yeah.
Shout out Seth Rogen.
Yeah. Well,
Seth
him
Rogen
and Amazon, they just get along, I guess. So
Seth Rogen is the.
He's also
goat.
producing The Boys as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Bro.
I'm surprised he's not in The Boys. Actually, I'm surprised he's not even in that.
Like a cameo or something.
That was like his huge thing. Was like, hey guys, I'm making The Boys.
Really?
I can't do his laugh. I can't do his laugh. I can't do impressions.
That was pretty close.
Oh boy, I'm sorry, Seth Rogen. That was not a good voice impression. I know you're watching.
Shout out Seth Rogen. Though.
I'm trying to think. So, okay, you saw season 3, episode 1.
Yeah, I'm just on episode 1. Yeah, I think I stopped the episode when Multi-Paul. Is that
I
what
like Multi-Paul. What a good name.
I hated his intro. He's like, "Oh, you killed my sister." No, you fucking didn't, bro. Shut the hell up. Go away.
I love Multi-Paul.
Who are you, bro? And then he's trying to fight Invincible as if he can actually win. Like, no, bro. He will kill all of you.
I know. He's just like he's just so nonchalant about just like none of these guys are even difficult for me. Right
No,
just,
like
until you get later on in the show, then stuff gets difficult. Anyway, but then he starts struggling. But
I mean, Mark has always struggled, so it's not surprising.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything. It's good.
Yeah.
You get to see. I can't. You get to see Oliver.
I have seen clips of Oliver.
Yeah.
I saw a clip of Oliver fighting Conquest.
Oh no, it's not a fight.
Well, not fighting, but like he slid for Mark. You know.
Yeah, he tried. Yeah, and he got slapped. Was that?
We'll figure it out.
Which part did you
I
see?
just saw a clip of him like flying from like a really far distance and like smacking Conquest off Mark or some shit.
And you saw Conquest was like, yeah, sick, and then he just like returned to sender.
No, I didn't see that part.
It was funny. He tried it again, then Conquest just like spiked him into the ground. It was hilarious because he was just like, because Conquest doesn't care. Conquest is sick. He's actually like.
Well, I don't even know who Conquest is.
But. Yeah, he's like a good like deranged kind of person. Like he just like he has like multiple lines where he's just like, oh, I love feeling the blood on my enemy's hands. Like he's just kind of psycho like that, but he's like a good version of like, I love this fight. Let's go. I'm actually having a good time here. He's like one of those kind of characters.
Oh, who enjoys the fight?
Yeah. He's one of those like very like Akaza versus Rengoku kind of thing too.
Rebels in the action.
Yeah, he's just like, man, let's keep this going. Let's go. And then like Oliver comes in. He's like, who the heck is this guy? He's like, I'm trying to have the main event here. I'm not trying to fight you. And then he's just like, he does some.
Yeah.
Hey, he does some stuff.
Oh yeah.
He does some stuff.
Interesting. I do like those characters who enjoy just like the pure fight.
Yeah, that part was really good. And I was telling you about the animation on that episode was not good again.
I heard something about Mark's hair being animated well.
Oh yeah, right. That one like second where they just had like really good animation for like literally 5 seconds, like the middle of the fight for no reason.
Hey, peak is still peak though.
Yeah, which also was kind of, I don't know. They had a thing where it was just like he was like floating downwards. Conquest was like floating downwards, but he was like displacing so much air on the way down. And I was just like, that's not. Wait a minute. Like he wasn't like rocketing himself downwards.
Oh,
or he was kind of.
Oh, yeah.
But I was like, that's still a lot of like he was displacing a lot of.
Maybe that's just his mass. His mass is so like.
There's just a lot of like energy being distributed, like in
Yeah.
that like scene with the hair, because then like he looks down at the puddle and the puddle's like shaking and stuff, but he's like all the way up there, and he does this thing. But
So what I'm hearing is I need to finish Invincible.
you need to finish Invincible. Same way I need to watch Doctor Stone.
Yeah, but you only need one episode. I've like behind the entire season.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite character from Invincible?
A favorite character? Not really. I like everyone's powers, but everyone aside from Invincible and Adam Eve kind of seem like they don't have much in terms of like strength or power.
Yeah.
So far that I've seen, because I don't think any of the Guardians are like that crazy strong. Like Immortal's like all right, but he's been like hoed out the entire like last 2 seasons.
Yeah. You have to. That's what I was saying earlier. It's like the Earth is good for Viltrumite coverage.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
But that wasn't
far.
evident in season 2 because
No, it was actually very surprising now.
That was one of the whole things in season 2. Like they were trying to find like stuff to counter Viltrumites with the whole like Mark's dad's pugs.
Apparently
and
they already had them.
Okay, like why are we finding this out in season 3, not season 2?
Yeah, I don't know. There was again, I can't say anything. That's a big old spoiler. I can't say anything, but they're good for Viltrumite. So I don't know why they weren't doing this the whole time, because they could have just got. I can think of maybe 6 people in Invincible that probably could have handled Omni-Man.
Damn, that many?
It would take all 6 of them.
Oh, okay, so not individually.
No, you would need all 6 of them for sure, and Mark and Adam Eve, separate from the 6.
Okay.
So there'd probably be 8 people, and you could probably deal with any Viltrumite.
But that just one Viltrumite, or like a good amount of them, or like a couple. Okay, we'll figure it out.
I can't say.
We'll figure it out.
A couple would be fine with a weak Viltrumite. If you want to fight,
What
like
classifies as a weak Viltrumite? Definitely not Conquest.
less than Mark.
Less than Mark?
If there was
Do
Viltrumite,
they even exist?
maybe.
I doubt it.
I can't say anything.
Okay, I'll figure it out.
But you'd probably need all 8 of them to jump like a Conquest and Omni-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And then for anybody like Mark or weaker for Viltrumites, you'd be fine with just 2 or 3.
Okay.
Yeah, which you'll see when you get there. They know what I'm talking about. But I don't know if I had any favorite characters. No. I liked Rex just because I liked his powers.
I don't even know what his powers are again.
You just touches stuff and it makes them explode, but not. Oh, I don't know. Like not inanimate things. Like you can't like touch a person and make them explode.
Oh, they have to be inanimate?
Yeah, so like he could touch a book and make that into a bomb kind of thing.
That is pretty cool.
Well, okay, that's a little...
Bakugo, but worse.
There's a bit of a line there, but anyway.
Bakugo, but worse.
Yeah, there's a bit of a line. Again, I know what I'm talking about. But
is that explained in season 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a thing. Have you seen the Adam Eve special?
No.
Oh, you gotta watch that first.
There's an Adam Eve special?
Yeah, it's like an hour long. It's just like Eve. It's like her backstory.
I want to see you.
But it's sick though.
I don't care about her living in her treehouse, man.
No, it's before that. It's like when she's like a little kid.
Oh, how she gets her powers and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually really good. They have like this like end fight scene, and like it's animated, choreographed, just.
Really?
Yeah, she like does her powers, and she's just switching her abilities out, and she's just boxing and stuff, and it was actually really good. Like I got to that part at the end, and I was just like, whoa. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, where's this been? It was
that
actually
came
really
out before season 3?
Came out before season 3.
Okay.
Yeah. And
I'll check it out.
Yeah, I recommend. It's actually really good, and it's nice. I like her powers being just whatever her powers are.
Change anything from a molecular base.
Yeah,
I think.
But she doesn't want to break the economy by just spawning gold in.
I mean, fair enough.
Yeah, I saw some like edit. It was just like, oh yeah, I might have to get a job so we can afford an apartment to move out.
Job.
And then just
spawn the money, bro.
I know. It cut to that scene where she turned an apple into gold and gave it to her parents because they were whining, which I think is in the Adam Eve special. Actually, I don't know if you saw that part yet.
I did see that part.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if that was in the Adam Eve special or not, but. Anyway, yeah, she's just whining about not having enough money. It's just like you can just make
money.
It's not even like you have to make a lot. Like you can just make a little bit of gold and you'll be chilling. Like
why even make gold? Just make the literal currency, and then just use it.
Or make a building.
Make a building? What do you mean make a building?
It's a joke. You'll get there when you get there.
Isn't it the building that she redid?
Oh, sure, you did that part.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
and
she
it
made a
didn't work.
she made a playground next to it, but it was on like a fault line or something, and then she killed 2 people or something. Like, what the
She's
hell?
like, I don't even know where to put a building. So it's like not there. uh,
How do
yeah.
we know if it's up to code? Haha, you don't.
You just don't get in that building, get in
Yeah.
that playground, see what happens. But it's good. I hope you finish it, and then we'll touch back on that. You have 2 weeks to finish it.
2 weeks is more than enough.
Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, so that ended. I hope we don't get another Invincible thing until like the next 2 years, maybe even 3.
So
Give
they
me-
actually have time to
yeah, give me
animate
3
it?
years. I'll wait 3 years for the next Invincible.
I won't. I'll forget about it.
That's the point, though. Then you get to go back, and it's like good, and then it's like, remember season 3 when it like didn't look good, and now it actually looks proper. Like there's not people standing on the street while there's bombs going off behind them, and they're just T-posing pretty much.
Yeah.
Like,
That kind of reminds me of One Piece going on hiatus recently. Because
is it on
apparently
hiatus?
it's been on hiatus since like October of last year. It's coming back in the beginning of April.
I don't say.
Apparently they went on hiatus because they wanted to like make One Piece better. Except the most recent episodes before they went on hiatus were like the best that One Piece has ever been.
Yeah, what the heck?
So take your time, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Like-
someone understands the taking. Time.
Yeah, I mean, like people are willing to wait for like a good product. Well, this might not actually be true because people want like stuff right away. People want stuff right away, but like me personally, I'd rather wait for something to actually be fully done and like properly taken care of versus just like quickly like released.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, I think I don't know. I would hope a majority of people are also thinking the same thing. It's just like they want
No,
their
I
product
doubt
to
it.
look good.
I highly doubt it. People just want stuff like instant gratification. That's where we live right now.
Yeah.
People want stuff like right away.
Short form, no long form
Mhm.
podcasts. Shout
Yeah.
out to whoever made it this long, by the way.
Nobody. The one Korean viewer though.
Oh, that one Korean viewer, straight from the S rank hero himself. It's Jinwoo. Jinwoo
It
watches our
is
podcast. He has so much time on his hands while all of his shadow soldiers are just doing
Yeah,
stuff.
he's busy aura farming on rooftops.
He's just sitting there listening to our podcast. He's like, "Oh my god, they said my name." He wouldn't even be able to be like, "Yeah, of course they know my name."
No.
But do we have anything else on our list there?
Daredevil.
4
4 episodes out right now. I haven't seen the 4th. Have you?
I watched it. I think I missed the last little bit of it because I was like dead tired. But it was good. I liked the last episode with the White Wolf. That was good.
Yeah.
Sorry, White Tiger. Dang, I
Victor
just can't
Ayala.
get this down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who died in
He
your
did
life?
die at the end of the episode.
No, he
Spoiler
died in
alert.
real life.
Oh yeah, the actor form. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I heard about that as well.
Yeah, he died like during shooting.
Unfortunate.
So I think he was supposed to get more showtime.
I also heard that he was supposed to die though in the plot of Daredevil.
Which works out, I guess.
Yeah, whichever one is true, it doesn't really matter. But
Either way,
Rest
Punisher
in
was going to
peace.
kill him, I guess. But
that wasn't Punisher though.
yeah, it was.
Oh, I haven't seen episode 4.
No, it was in season. He had he killed the guy, and he walked away. He had the big Punisher on his
Yeah, but
chest.
then I was watching some review videos on that, and like I said, I haven't seen episode 4, but up until after episode 3 is released, there was like theories about it not actually being the Punisher
It's just
and it being like the cops because they had those Punisher tattoos and they were forming like a Punisher gang. Yeah,
That'd be
because there was also like all those like things on the street of like the Punisher logo and like that
Yeah.
dude who was trying to get therapy from the woman that Daredevil's seeing, who's also like the therapist for Kingpin and his
yeah,
wife.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like that little
like
storyline.
young dude.
Yes, he's a
Yeah.
Punisher fan too.
He's the one who like spray painted like the Punisher thing on the walls apparently.
What? When was
Yeah.
this?
I don't fucking know. It was a video I was watching. And the dude was like, yeah, like that kid is the one who like tag because he also has a tag on the wall. And I forget what it actually says, but apparently it's him.
I feel like I missed it. I always watch Daredevil like too late,
Yeah.
so I'm always like not awake enough because I usually watch after work. So I'm just like tired, like barely awake anyway.
Yeah.
So I think I need to go back. I need to watch 4 again because
Yeah.
I definitely slept through the last little bit of it for sure.
It's a really good show.
It is a good show. I heard the complaints of like they kind of just Disneyfied it, and it's just like washed out color now, and it's not like Daredevil had like a color scheme like the first couple, like in the first Netflix
I don't
season.
remember. It's so
It was
long
very
ago.
like they love like their reds and stuff.
Yeah, of course.
Right. They love like just like the lights would be red if they had a chance. It would make it like red lighting, or it just like it would kind of reflect the mood of how Daredevil's feeling as well.
Yeah.
But in the new show, it's kind of just one dark kind of color now.
I would definitely say that I prefer the Born Again series over.
It's
the
better
original.
quality too.
So far. I can't speak on like the entire series because obviously it's not done yet. But one, I like how they're actually like paying attention a bit more to like his hearing. And how like you can actually like hear him like trying to filter out sounds. And
Yeah, you can
things.
like control whether.
Yeah, I really like that. One thing I didn't like that was kind of silly was in the first episode, the scene where he's like grappling up onto like buildings and like scaffolding or whatever, and him landing on the.
It was like super, just like animated.
Yeah,
just, like,
it was.
very...
It was.
I think everyone had the same complaint, which is crazy. In like the first episode to already have that.
I saw it and I had to pause and be like, "There's no way."
Just remind me of She-Hulk.
It looked so cartoony. It looked worse than She-Hulk. It looked like fucking terrible.
They really thought they could hide it in the shadows too.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
bro.
Yeah. No. He also just like part Spider-Man sometimes, but it was really cool in this new episode. He was like practicing with like one of those like rope darts, you know, like those kind of weapons with like the spear on the end of like the rope, and he's kind of like flailing it around and stuff. That was really cool. In the newest episode, he's like practicing with it. Yeah, it's just cool. He's just like it's like this little moment. He's like inner monologue stuff, but like he keeps like side cutting to like other things, but then in like real time, he's just playing with the rope dart thing. He's like.
I saw a lot of people also complaining how like we haven't seen like enough Daredevil yet. Like we mostly gotten Matt Murdock.
There's not been any Daredevil.
I mean, it's fine. Like I prefer seeing Matt Murdock, like him roasting people in court. Like, come on now, yeah. The best. What did he even say? The best cure for a black eye is fast hands, or something like that.
Oh, something like that. Yeah, that's right.
Like, who's gonna believe some cop got beat up by like a blind dude? Like, come on now.
Yeah. I do. I like
hilarious.
that. I like that. It's like it must be so tough for him to be a lawyer and he can just like be a lie detector, but he can't say why he's a lie detector. But he just knows they're lying. It's like his whole thing is figuring out what they're lying about. He knows they're lying,
of course,
but he can't be like, I have super hearing like Daredevil. Wait. Yeah, that'd be so tough. But then that was also just like that would break his whole job apart if he can actually just be a lie detector.
Yeah,
that would just like ruin.
He pretty
his
much
whole...
is already. Though.
Yeah, it really is. But he can't tell people that he's a lie detector.
No.
Yeah.
Rip Foggy.
They had a Skrull reference in the new episode.
Did they?
Yeah.
We're referencing Secret
yeah.
Invasion?
Yeah.
Are we sure we want to do that?
No, they did it. He was talking to some guy and it's just like, you sure it was me? What if it was a Skrull?
Some dude said that verbatim?
Yeah. Yeah. Also
what if it was a Skrull?
They also had a Latveria reference as well.
Ooh, we're setting things up, are we? Okay, I see you, Kevin Feige.
Yeah. So they had they mentioned that. That was a big part. Not a big part, but they mentioned it like twice actually. Yeah.
Twice?
Yeah. It was the same kind of event, but they mentioned it two separate characters did.
So Latveria officially exists in the MCU. Cool. Setting things up, nice.
Yeah. Well, that is next. So we got Doctor Doom next. So I mean, that's the
next.
Is that
in
one.
Fantastic Four?
No, not that.
Secret Wars?
Well, okay, so I'm sure it's gonna lead heavily like at the end, but it's all Galactus.
Fantastic Four,
it's all Galactus. So it's Galactus and maybe Fin Fang Foom.
I forgot Fin Fang Foom actually.
Yeah, big old interdimensional dragon, who should be Shang-Chi's bad guy. But anyway, we out here. He had the 10 rings in the comics, I believe. So
Fin Fang Foom had the 10 rings. What?
And they had like different abilities with the Mandarin. Like it was him and the Mandarin doing stuff. But yeah, each of the 10 rings had like different abilities. They weren't just like bracelets or whatever. They were actually just like ring of fire, ring of water, ring of.
I feel like it'd be so much cooler. Why they do the like fucking.
Yeah, it was like
angles.
They had like different rings and they like different like this one can turn off gravity. This one, or whatever. I don't know. That's not
cool.
actual. I don't know if that's an actual.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
But yeah, they all had like different abilities. But
I'd rather see like Shang-Chi like actually fight with like 10 rings on his finger versus like 10 things on his arm.
I do like that Shang-Chi fight scene with.
I don't remember it. Honestly, I didn't. It was so anime. I didn't like Shang-Chi as much as like the reviews were like hyping it up. And I'm finding more and more now that like I shouldn't really listen to reviews. Like reviews are just like so off most of the time. Like same thing about Brave New World, right? Or not Brave. Was it called Brave New World?
Yeah, Brave New World. It's supposed to be Bold New Order, but that was too scary.
I don't like that one. Brave New World. The reviews, or not official reviews, but like just the like word about it on like online and everything. People are like, "This is such a bad movie," blah 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 blah. Like you should skip it, and you go watch it. And it's like literally one of the most grounded, like actual
Yeah.
good Marvel movies.
It was just like fine. It was a good movie.
Yeah, it's like it's not terrible. It's not bad. It's not fucking amazing, but
Yeah.
like it's a good good like catch up movie.
Yeah, exactly. Just
Mhm.
another, put it in, just get it in there.
Yeah.
I would have been fine if it was a season 2 of like Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I would have been
Captain
fine
America.
with it as well.
If
But
it was a season 2, but it would have been too big budget though. It would have been
yeah,
yeah,
especially that last little bit.
yeah. Like, that was
Holy.
crazy. I love that
Holy.
fight though. I don't even
Yeah.
gonna talk about that. That was like a good like kind of. It just shot different. It was like it just felt different than other Marvel movies, and I was
Mhm.
like, this is way cooler.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I feel like not to say the stakes were different, but like I don't know. There's just something with Sam Wilson's Captain America that's just like I don't know. It's a different aura. Like Steve Rogers, whenever he is on screen, you already know he's taking care of it.
Mhm.
Sam, like you know he's gonna struggle, but like it's kind of like a Spider-Man vibe.
Yeah,
Like it's like
He is
Spider-Man
a
versus
Spider-Man
Superman.
vibe,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like Superman, you know, like
Spider-Man
if he,
versus Superman.
no,
Can you imagine those guys fighting?
no. Spider-Man or Superman when he shows up, you know that like you're already set, like you're safe.
And he's confident too.
Yeah,
like-
he's confident.
He like floats down all slow like, and he's just
Mhm.
like,
it's
I'm here
already
to save the
over
day.
as
Yeah.
soon as the villain season is practically over,
Yeah.
depending on who it is. But Spider-Man, you know, like if he shows up, it doesn't mean you're safe. It just means like Spider-Man will fight until you're like good.
He's gonna be
like,
a meat shield for a little
Yes,
bit, and then
yes.
yeah.
He will like do everything he can until you're like
he's
safe.
gonna hit you with the go, get out of here,
Mhm.
run.
Yeah. Which I appreciate that because it's more human.
That's
you know?
that's the whole. Well, that was the whole thing with like DC versus Marvel. I
Mhm.
saw something. It was just like Marvel is what is it? It's normal people being similar to gods,
Mm-hmm.
but in DC it's
Gods
reversed.
being trying to be normal.
It's just
people.
gods trying to be normal people.
Whoa, Batman's a god.
Wow.
Whoa.
He's the best detective.
He's a billionaire.
He's a god level detective and
Yeah.
a god level money haver.
There's a story where Batman becomes a god. So
Oh yeah, he gets the chair.
the Mobius chair.
And
Yeah.
Mobius. Let's talk about Mobius. No, I'm just kidding.
It's
All right, guys,
Morbin time.
One more hour. The next hour is just going to be about
Dedicated
Mobius
to Morbius.
and the rest of the Sony superhero movies.
Oh,
So we're going to talk
God.
about Mobius. We're going to talk
Venom?
about Venom. We're going to talk about Craven the Hunter and Madam Web. for
Wait,
the
there was
next
actually
hour.
a Craven movie?
Yeah,
I'm
right.
not watching that.
No, it was really bad apparently.
Not
No
surprising.
one's surprised. Yeah. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about those 4 movies for the next hour. So if you're not interested in those, you can just click off right here.
We're gonna start with Madam Web. Actually.
So let me tell you about Fireworks or whatever. And-
me.
let me tell you about Dakota Johnson.
Oh my Baddie,
no,
but terrible movie.
no, and Sydney Sweeney's in that one. But
I might have to watch it, guys. I
Nah.
might have to watch it. I'm sorry.
was there anything else on our list here?
Of notes? No, I don't think so. I mean, let's double check. The Minecraft update that you don't know about.
Oh yeah,
I don't know about. I don't know the full update list or whatever. But so what I've heard is apparently in the Nether you'll be able to find something called a dried ghast, which
Mhm.
you'll be able to like bring to the overworld and craft and turn it into an actual like friendly ghast. So you'll be able to ride ghasts in the new update.
What?
You heard what I said.
That's-
You can bring gas to
Yeah,
the overworld and
okay.
ride on them.
Who wanted that?
Do I look like I work at Mojang, bro?
Who was just like, we really need gas? In the
I think it's a
overworld?
really cool update. I think it's
It
sick.
doesn't sound that cool.
It does. Wait until you see gameplay, okay?
I know
You can fly around now, except you don't need an elytra. You can just ride a ghast. Like that's sick.
That sounds like really difficult. Like it
We'll
sounds
see.
easier to just go get an elytra.
We'll see. I've never actually gotten an elytra in Minecraft on my own.
I've never done it legitly. No,
Yeah, no.
I've like sped run over to the end,
Mm-hmm.
and then like kind of legitly beat up the dragon with a bunch of boosts and blah blah blah.
I'll just
Full-
use beds. Just use beds.
Yeah, a bunch of that, and then we did like actually send our way through the portal and like
Mhm.
do the rest of it legitly. But yeah, we cheated and went to the end like instantly,
Mm-hmm.
and then we played real with like 1,000,000 XP. We had all of our armor enchanted, blah 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 blah.
I might
Read
have
all
to
this
play
stuff.
Minecraft now. Minecraft seems so like it's calling my name, bro.
I'll play Minecraft, sure. Why not? You had a Minecraft server going.
We have enough people with like PCs now.
Yeah, I mean, I still use my Xbox, but yeah.
Which version do we need to play?
Oh, I'll use my PC.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, okay. I guess I'll actually game on my PC.
We're not paying money for a server.
No, it's okay. Fine.
I mean, I don't think you need to.
I think you do, but
man, we'll figure.
That's cool. That's interesting with the gas, though. I can't say I'm dying because those things are slow. Those don't fly fast. You can outrun those things in the Nether, like on the daily.
I fucking hate how they sound.
Yeah, they also sound terrible. What if you're like riding around like in the overworld and all you have to hear is
Don't worry about that part.
I'd be like, bro, I'm getting off this thing. I'm gonna dry this guy out again. Send him back to the portal. I heard they have a new mob. It like sticks around in the trees and you can't kill it unless you like find its heart.
I think I heard about that one.
It's like a weird it's like really slow, but you have to like find its heart and it's like connected to like the trees, but you can't actually kill it other than that. And I was like, this sounds terrible. Like that just sounds awful.
Another reason to not go out at nighttime.
Yeah, no, and I think they're fireproof too, because they stick in the trees, so they don't go outside anyway. Okay, they're not fireproof, but they don't go out the trees because they know that's where their heart is. So, so they just gonna stick underneath the tree, so they're not gonna die.
Why is Minecraft turning into a horror game?
Yeah, I'm kind of glad. I want them to get like a shark. I need them to get like some sort of water mob.
Shark.
The oceans are way too chill. That's like my go-to.
Aren't there water mobs already?
But not gonna kill you though. Like they have like the trident dudes. But
yeah,
like,
the trident
I need,
dudes.
Give me a shark.
Give me a shark. No.
I need like something that's like, because that's what I do like on my first day. Like, if I don't build a house, I just build a boat and I sit in the lake.
Why?
Because I don't have time to build a house. I just leave all my stuff on the beach and I build a boat and I just sit there for as long as night is and I go back and carry on. There's no mobs that spawn out there, so.
Fair.
And the trident dudes aren't coming up there, so if they are, I just boat down the river a bit. But I need like a shark or something give me like a sea dragon.
Zombie.
Give me a sea dragon.
Water zombie.
They already have water zombies.
With leather armor. Enchanted leather armor.
I need give me like a kraken.
They have the Guardians.
Yeah, but they also just stay in like the water temple. They don't come up to the surface for no reason.
What is the debuff that the Elder Guardian or whatever gives you?
Mining slowness. So you can't break through walls because it takes forever.
That would be pretty annoying.
Like it would take literally forever to break through like one block. So if you're trying to go, I mean, you only need one block to swim through, but yeah, and mining slowness. I think is that haste? No, it's the reverse.
Mining fatigue.
Mining fatigue. Yeah, that's it. A dried gas, but I'd be down to play Minecraft. I always like a good Minecraft session. I've been playing too much survival worlds. I've been playing Ark. I'm playing Pal World again. I'm actually dying on Pal World. I love it.
Yeah.
Being Ark, Pal World. That's it. I'll hop in Minecraft too. Why not? But Phasmophobia, not actually a survival game, but you have to survive. It's kind of a.
Our Discord was talking about getting Phasmophobia.
Yeah, our secret Discord. You're not invited. Yeah, suck it. You're not cool enough. You're not cool enough. Especially you in the back. You're not cool enough. We're playing Phasmophobia. It's only 4 player, by the way.
There's is it really?
More than 4 of us in that Discord.
That's unfortunate, but that's what the Minecraft server is for.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but I love Phasmophobia. It's like it's like the perfect amount of just scary, you know?
Yeah,
because you're in a dark room, or you're in a lit room, like you turn the lights on. But you have to find the breaker first. So you find that you can't turn all the lights on. If you turn the lights on, then all the power goes out. You have to find the breaker, flip it back on. You have like 1 or 2 lights on. Then the ghost does its thing and just starts flicking those lights on and off. The doors slam closed, and then you hear like the, and then like he starts crawling at you or something.
I don't like Phasmophobia.
And also like he like teleports steps too, so he's like there. And he teleports a little closer.
Oh, he's got the flash step. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Yeah. And sometimes they're faster and whatever. There's actually lots of like random signs too, because there's like 24 different ghosts he could be. He could be 24 different ones, and they all react differently.
Interesting.
So yeah, so some of them like move faster. Some of them are slower in cold temperatures and stuff like that. Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's just because you're trying to test on which ghost it is. So you have to do all these different tests, right? And yeah, it's scary because your sanity drops. Once your sanity drops too low, he just kills you. Or she. And but yeah, I think that was good. I'm excited to be back for the last episode of Solo Leveling. Get to see what goes 29th. Down. Yeah, and we didn't get to talk about Sakamoto days, but we'll do that next episode. But it's coming back in July anyway, so that's
Mhm.
good. So with a bunch of stuff, like what
Kaiju?
Kaiju's coming back, Dandadan's coming back, Sakamoto Day's coming back.
Might be a good summer. We'll see.
It'll be all right. I'm going to Montreal, but you know,
Well,
it'll be all right, I guess. You know,
okay.
but cool. Are we good? Are we chilling?
I believe so.
Okay. Miss y'all already. See ya. No, this has been the Two Shades of Anime. I was plugging this to a couple people not sober at the rave I went to a while ago, so I think we got like one extra YouTube subscriber.
I plugged this at a job interview. I don't know if I told
Oh
you that.
yeah, you told me that. That's fire. Yeah. So shout out to anybody who followed us from that moment, or just from us shouting it out, because that's all we're trying to do is just grow, and that's like the best way to do it is just through our friends first.
Word of mouth, yeah.
Yeah, word of mouth first, and then eventually we'll just get lucky with that one clip, and it'll blow up, and then next thing you know,
We'll see.
we're like the Storm podcast. You know those guys?
What podcast?
You know the Storm podcast?
Never heard of them.
No, it's like those 4 black guys. It's like the one. You know it.
Oh, I definitely have.
Yeah,
seen it,
we'll be those guys in the next year. But cool. I think that's it for us today. Glad you were joining us on Two Shades Tuesday. I love coining that now. We're all good. Why are you like Rasenganing over here?
I'm doing my outro.
Oh, that's the. It's just that we did not agree upon this outro. Yeah, that's it.
Bye bye.
Peace out, suckers.